Good afternoon, everybody. We are live in Alexandria, Virginia, where the Richmond Generals will take on the Nova Blue team today. Nova Blue, this is their home rink. In this tournament, there will be an outcome of a winner of today's game. Both teams, the Richmond General Harrington, are 0-2, as well as the Nova Blue team that we're playing today. They're 0-2. We have a one point differential between the two teams that are playing here now. So I hope our Generals had a good night's rest, was able to process last night's loss, and it could be come out here and give us a really good show today and take home a win for the Generals. I won't be able to record up high on the track tonight. They actually have locked the doors, so we're going to do as best as we can from the stands here in the stadium. Sellers just giving Cooper, our goalie, a good nod. And we're going to have some change up on the lineups on the start here today than what we've seen during this tournament. We're going to have Harrington, Davis, and Weiss starting us off on the front line, with Pearson and Sellers on defense. And Cooper is in net for us today. Face-off win goes to our Generals, over to Sellers. Sellers dumps it up beyond the blue line. Their center picked back up by Nova. A little backhand by Davis on the lower board. Nova comes across the middle, loses their edge. Harrington comes, puts a little body check. They're going to give that one to Davis. He's going to go in for charging. So not even 25 seconds in, and going to have a restart here. Generals will be on the penalty kill. Harrington took the center, took it away. We won that. Goes over to Sellers. Sellers clears that beyond the blue line. Nova's down behind their goalie. Going far side ice back to center. Nova still advanced. They dump it down low. Sellers is there, but picked up quickly by Pearson. Weiss tries to send it across the blue line, but Nova holds. Off of Nova's stick with Weiss. Back into control of Nova. Come right out to the center there. That was denied by defenseman Sellers and cleared back through by Harrington. So Nova is going to chase the lower boards. They pick up the puck and they're going to advance. 40 seconds remaining for Davis's penalty to be served. Bass tries to ward off. Cooper tries to as well. And Cooper does a nice pinch by the post for the save. Tanner battles one-on-one, tries for the puck against the boards. Cooper does a quick sweep all the way through. That's going to travel back beyond the pass line there. Picked back up by Nova. Far side board. Picked back up by Nova. Tanner tries to swoop around. Cooper clears beyond the blue line. We get an extra set of legs here from the penalty being completely served by Davis. Christian comes on the ice. So we have full strength now. And our attack zone picked up by Nova. They try to center. They do have it. Oh, it's a shot right off the post and out. No score. Christian puts a little pressure there in the corner. Nova tries to re-center off the stick of Mitchell. Nova picks it back up, uses it right off the board. Cooper's pinching, but doesn't get it. Back behind, Tanner does a great hold. Sends it up the boards to Cooper. Cooper has it. Moves out of the way of getting hit, but loses the puck back over to Nova. Mitchell's going to collect for the Generals. Sends it to the opposite side of ice off of Bass's stick. Picked back up quickly by Nova. They're going to come down. They have a shot high and wide. Christian gets put up the boards. Cooper takes it up, but the defenseman at the point for Nova holds, sends it down low. Bass clears beyond the blue line. Going to get a fresh set of legs for the Generals. Nova advances. They pass back to the high side point. Has a shot. Deflection off the stick, off the pad save of Cooper, and back around. Sumner clears. Goes all the way down opposite side ice. Picked back up by Glass. Saxon tries to send it back, but Nova takes control. Morrison has a nice hit. Smythe checks left, but intercepted by Nova. They advance opposite side ice. They go to center. Squeezed in the middle there by Cooper in the crease. Another save for him in the Generals. 10:01 remaining in the first. Nova with the faceoff went to the point. There's a shot on goal. Just wide right. Sumner tries to clear, and he does. He's got Glass. He gets turned there by Nova. Saxon hit a nice hit on Nova. Picked back up. Everything was waved off. Picked up by Morrison. Right into the hands of Nova. They go to high side point. They calls it opposite side ice. He doesn't connect, which is good. Saxon's chasing. Davis dumps it down low and on around. Harrington comes in to try to tie the position there. Right into the hands of Davis and down. Got an offsides call on the Generals. Davis on center, Harrington and Weiss on the front line. Nova quickly takes that, going to advance. Harrison tries to do a defensive move, was able to get the puck from the initial advancement. Nova centers right in front, misses and does not connect. Weiss is looking up ice. They call that off instead of icing on Nova. So they regather. Harrington picks it up and he advances. He's got two Nova around. He has a shot. Pad save by Nova. Back in the hands of Sellers for Generals. Goes to center ice. Dumps it down to the lower board. Davis is in the opposite corner. He squeezed. He has an opportunity, but poke check from Nova. He tries to center to Weiss. Taken away by Nova again, right in the center. To the high side point, Pearson holds. Weiss tries to go back to center. He has Harrington there, but his poke check shot by Sellers, just wide left and around, no score. Pearson does a good job with 2-on-1 there with the hold, but his Nova's teammate sends it down to Sellers. Sellers goes around one, left side. He's going to dump it way down on the lower boards all the way around to the boards, over to Davis. Oh, Pearson tried to hold, but underneath his stick comes all the way down our defensive zone. Sellers is going to collect that for us. He's looking up ice. He's got wide open Harrington on the left-hand side. He's going to skate it out. He loses that puck. Nova sends it all the way down. Down in the corner. Pearson sends it opposite side ice over to Bass. Sellers picks it up quickly. Back over to Pearson. Pearson to Christian. Christian just dumps it off to nobody on the opposite side ice. Picked back up by Nova. Christian sends that down to the lower board. Cooper's chasing from behind. Bass is there to get the deflection right off of Nova. Pinched up against the boards. Trying to get it to come out. Nova does. Tanner comes out of nowhere, tries to take the shot. Deflection right off of Nova. They're having an advance. Coming down. Tanner comes from the side. Throws a shoulder to let him know who he is. Tanner picks it back up. Does a poke check. It's going to run right through Nova. Gains control. Does a backhand, but Nova is there on the opposite side to take control. Bass tries to send it, but deflected off of Nova's stick. They're going to advance on our side of the ice. Back to the point. There's a shot, deflection. Cooper came out to glove it, but not in position to do so. Nova holds right off from Tanner on the board. Tries to go to center. Great job by Mitchell to break that up. That was going to be a big shot right in front of the goalie, which was denied. 5:48 remaining. And Bass picks it up, continues up our side of the ice. Tries to go around, but Nova intercepts. They go to the middle. Tries to take a shot, but right off of Mitchell's skate. Off of Bass. Over to Cooper. Cooper passes to Bass. They connect. Bumps Bass down. Down in the lower boards, you've got Glass and Bass. Cooper comes back out to try to hold the point. The poke check from Nova disrupts that. Get us some fresh legs here. We've got Smythe coming on with Saxton. Sumner is there for the Generals. Nova sends it down right in the hands of Smythe. Smythe tries to go up, but off the skate of Glass. Back in the hands of Smythe. Sends it all around the lower boards. Smythe is, that's Sumner coming in, tries to put a elbow on Nova. Right in front, Nova sends it down. That's a hold by Morrison. Morrison looks up ice. He's got plenty of time. Sends it down beyond the blue line. Nova returns just right off the stick of Morrison, but just right beyond. Nova's going to take it in. Morrison recollects himself, comes back in with the stick with the poke check. Does a great job of taking that away. Smythe, another great job to hold from that shot from Nova. Declined another opportunity from them from scoring. Off of Saxton. He outskate him, and he does. 2-on-1. Saxton has it. Oh, just wide left on that advancement. No score for Saxton. Oh, it's a misdirection from Smythe over to Morrison, but they're able to send it up the boards to keep that from being stolen. Harrington takes it away from Nova, but Saxton was across the line. We're going to get an offsides on the Generals. 3:43 remaining. Still scoreless in the first period. I got Davis, Weiss, and Harrington with Pearson and Sellers on defense. Davis right out of the gate. Huge shot on goal. Blocker saved by Nova. Nova goes opposite side ice. Harrington's there to disrupt. He collects for the Generals. Tries to go to center, but just ahead of Davis and back in the hands of Nova. Nova tries to go around. Great job by Pearson with the backhand. Clears that out. Nova sends it back down to Sellers. He's going to send it to the left-hand side over to Davis. Davis tries to go back right in the hands of Nova. Huge shot. Blocker saved by Cooper. Sends it around the opposite side wall. Harrington has an opportunity here to outskate. He's got Weiss. Sends it over to Weiss. Weiss holds. He has a shot on goal. And it is glove saved by Nova. Christian with the face-off, goes quickly right over to the Dogs. Cooper sends one down to the lower boards. Opposite side ice. Picked back up by Christian. Back to center to Cooper with a shot, right-hand side, no score. Christian with the shot, deflected there from Nova. Sellers picks it back up. Tries to go around. Is able to still collect it from the poke check opportunity from Nova. Sellers takes it, advances beyond the blue line, keeps the control still. Just on his third opportunity, got a poke check into the lower boards. Pick back up, he tries to go to Bass. Out of his hands into the hands of Nova. Nova tries to come across, hit Bass's skate, and sends it on down to our defensive zone. Pearson sends it around the boards. Cooper has it, goes around one, tries to back check from behind, but he keeps control. He has a shot, pad saved by Nova. Back in the lower side boards by Bass. He's got Christian in the middle, but passes to Nova instead. Tanner's at high, tries to hold the point, but misses entirely. But pass over to Nova. Pearson comes in, disrupts that advancement. Pearson still holds. He's taking it down from the Generals. Huge hit from Nova right onto Pearson. Glass just goes right into the player there, and Nova able to get the puck away, back in the lower boards, tries to come around, backhand shot, it's not there. Tanner holds at the top of the shot. Oh, that was bar out instead of bar down. That was an opportunity right there. Great shot from Tanner. 53 seconds remaining, still 0-0. Glass comes from behind there to take the puck away, and up and out of play. So far, there's been a lot of skating, a lot of action. Great to be able to see from both sides of the team, especially ours, but we only have, there's 4 shots and 2 shots on goal. Sumner goes back to Mitchell. Mitchell goes up. Oh, right through the hand. This will be a penalty on Glass. On Nova. Hit Glass right in the back. 28 seconds remaining. Yeah, Nova's got an interference call. So Generals will go on a power play. 28 seconds remaining, so we'll have a minute and 2 to be able to serve in the second period. We have Davis, Harrington, and Saxton on the front. Face-off win to Sellers. Sellers has a shot on goal. Glove save by Nova. Face-off goes over to the Dogs. Lower board and around. There's a hold there on Tanner, but just off of his stick. So we have to regroup. Over to Saxton. Saxton tries to pass to Davis, but right in the hands of the Dogs. Back to Sellers. Sellers is going to send one down to the lower boards. Tries to come back off the lower board there from Saxton over to Davis, but just not in time to connect. We'll have a minute here intermission. We'll be right back for the second period. Still, score is 0-0. All right, start of the second period. We have 58 seconds remaining to serve on the power play for the Richmond Generals. We got Harrington, Davis, and Weiss with Morrison and Smythe on defense. Here we go with the face-off win going over to Davis for the Generals, picked back up by Smythe. Smythe tries to go to Morrison. Morrison loses his edge. Back in the hands of Nova. Quick change there to Davis. Davis sends it up to Harrington. Harrington goes across to Weiss just behind him. On his advancement, Smythe is there to dump it down low with the hand there from Nova to keep it from advancing back to the lower boards. Back in the hands of Smythe. Smythe tries to go opposite side ice, but deterred from Nova. Weiss goes and collects right behind the goalie. Tries to go to Davis, but Davis' stick's not on the ice. Goes well beyond, and Nova's going to recollect. Nova tries to send it, but Harrington was right in good position. Just couldn't get it on the stick. There, Harrington goes around, tries to go one, going to use the backhand. Was not able to there to get the trash. Not able to collect it today. Morrison tries to hold, but we got to come off. So there's not an offsides call. Nova sends it right off the glass. Back in the hands of Smythe. Tries to go to Weiss, but off of Weiss's stick. Can't control. Harrington comes in from behind. Oh, he gets leveled by Nova. He's going to take note of that next time. Weiss can't hold again. Loses the puck. Smythe goes down to Weiss, but we got to get off. Nova has control. Nova sends it right off the board. Smythe goes behind to collect. Nova keeps control. Goes around one defenseman. Poke check by Morrison. Huge shot on goal there from Nova, just wide left. Nova holds, sends it down to the lower board. Smythe off the glass, tries to go to Cooper, but denied by Nova. They take possession. They try to go with a shot, but back. Great job by Smythe. Cooper picks it up, comes up center ice. He's got one guy to beat. Now he can't control the puck either. Just whiffs there into the corner. Picked back up by Nova. Nova comes away with it. Go down beyond the blue line. They're pinched up against the boards. That's Christian. Nova goes down to the lower where they go to center. This huge shot on goal, wide right, no score. Nova has it still in our defensive zone. They'd have a shot right off the post and down. Tried to cover up by the goalie, but came out. Pearson sends it up. They have it from the point. Huge shot on goal from the point and in right past Cooper's glove. Nova goes up 1-0. Face-off win over to the Dogs. Back, all the way back to Sellers, off to the glass. Right in the hands of Saxton. Saxton has a shot. Glove side and in. Generals return the favor. Great job by Sellers with his 9-iron. Huh? No, he assisted. Yeah, Sellers assisted that. That's what I was getting to. Sellers was assisting Saxton with the score. Saxton down to the lower board again. He's going to try to wrap around. Not there, right off the ankle of glass. At the point with Sellers again with the shot right off the backside of Nova. Nova advances. Down in the bottom board, you got Glass and you've got Pearson. As a shot wide right. Oh, it rebounded right into the pad side. Cover up by Sellers. 10:06 remaining. We're tied here at 1-1. Davis on center for the Generals. Face-off win to Davis, back to Mitchell. Mitchell tried to send it up the boards. Got poke checked there by Nova. Coming up the middle here, Tanner, very strong, coming up all the way through too. Has a huge shot on goal in the backside of the net. Comes out and is covered by Nova's goalie. Davis with the center with a quick face-off win, loses his edge right to Nova. They pick it up, send it right up off the board. Got Mitchell chasing. It's going to be an icing call on Nova, so the Generals will have it in our attack zone.
Come on, Generals! That is, we're in. Stay white!
Face off from Davis was a stalemate, picked back up quickly by Nova. Harrington takes the shot, but just wide right. A little bit of interaction here for a tripping call. They're going to have that on Nova. They called that against Nova for tripping Harrington. Richmond Generals will be on another power play. And Davis will be on center for the Generals. So we get Davis, Saxon, and Harrington. Face-off win goes to Davis over to Harrington. He tries to shoot right off the skate at the high point from Sellers with a big shot and saved by Nova. 1:23 remaining to serve in the penalty and the power play for the Generals. And defensemen we have is Sellers and Tanner. Davis with the face-off win again, right behind Saxon. Saxon with the backhand in and goes to Harrington. He tries to backhand it in off the pad save from Nova, back to the high point to Sellers. Sellers sends it back low over to Saxon. Saxon has Tanner, opposite side ice. Huge shot from Tanner. Glove saved by Nova. Davis another face-off win. Huge shot from Saxon, denied by Nova. Back to the high point to Sellers. Sellers going to rip one hard right around. No score. Saxon reads. He's got Sellers again. Sellers lines up. He's going to take the shot, but re-engages himself. He's holding it. Goes in the center. Oh! Sellers with his second assist down to Davis. Davis sends one right under the 5-hole and in. Credit that to the General score. Generals go up 2-1. Christian's going to line up here. Stalemate. Cooper tries to come in and steal it. He does. Right side ice. He's going to send one. Stick save from Nova. Christian's going to pick it up, tries to shoot. Defenseman stops it. Great hold by Smythe. Smythe sends one just wide right. Cooper goes in, tries to take the hit. He reverses. Nova sends it up ice. It goes to left side ice. They got 2-on-1 there. Cooper comes across, tries to cover, but doesn't. Uses his stick to get it out. Nova sends one high and around. Bass is there to collect. He goes around one. Got 2 on Bass. He's over in the corner. Cooper needs to go in and get the puck. He does. He skates. Sends it back right to Christian. Oh, just underneath. Christian wasn't set up in time. Had a great off the glass for Smythe. Back in the hands of Nova. What happened on that last one is that Cooper was in the corner, tried to send that back over to Christian, but Christian was not in position. He was still skating right through his skates. That would have been a nice other center setup for the Richmond Generals. But Nova went ahead and iced it, give us another opportunity down in our attack zone. Glass is on center. Glass chases his own shot, tries to come around, has a shot on goal right off the glass and around, picked up by Saxon. He does a big backhand around to the opposite side board. Picked up by Nova, comes across the center pass. Morrison is there to deflect and to get it out, back in the hands of Saxton. Saxton avoids a hit from Nova, picks it back up right off the side of his stick. He's got to get some separation, so he's going to go back and recollect for the Generals. He's got Glass here. Glass has a little run in with Nova, loses the puck. Goalie comes out, the recenter for Nova. Nova advances to our side ice. Saxon's falling from behind and try to take it. They center it up. Nobody's at home for Nova. Defenseman Morrison takes that away and sends that one all the way down to us. Saxton is falling right behind Higgins for Nova. Great poke check by Davis to take that advancement away from Nova. They pin him 2-on-2 there in the corner. Puck is still in the corner there by the skates. Nobody's able to get it out yet. Davis is holding 2-on-1. Weiss is trying to get a little action in there too. There we come away with it, and it's Nova, far side. Past the center, but off the stick. They try to go back to center, down right in front of the crease. Pad saved by Cooper from Nova's shot. They hold the point. Huge shot right in the stomach of Davis. He's breathing right through it. He's taking it. He tries to go through one. He's able to collect. He's hurt. He is still trying to make it through. Weiss tries to go to Pearson. Pearson goes to Harrington off of his stick. Deflection, it goes to the opposite side. And Nova's going to send that one all the way down for another icing call. 5:33 remaining, and the Generals have a face-off in the attack zone. Generals lead 2-1. Davis still remains shooken up, but he is breathing and walking it off. He still wants to play. Davis with a face-off went over to Harrington, but Harrington waited for it instead of skated to it and puts it right in the hands of Nova. Great job by Sellers by breaking that pass up and sending it back to center ice. Pearson does it again over to Harrington. Harrington goes to the middle, has Weiss in the corner. Weiss tries to shoot. Deflected off of the player and right into the hands of the goalie for Nova. Would have a restart. Christian, Cooper, and Bass in for our line with Sellers and Pearson on defense. Christian follows through really quickly, tries to put it in the left side net, but quickly turned away by Nova. Nova sends that to center ice, picked up quickly by Pearson. Pearson goes to Christian, but right off the Christian stick in the hands of Nova. Nova advances, got Sellers on defense, tries to go around Sellers with a great poke check. That's denied. He sends it right off the glass. All the way down in our attack zone. Bass puts a little love into the Nova player against the boards. Cooper with a poke check there to take that away. Nice pass by Pearson over to Cooper. Cooper goes back to middle, but Christian off of his stick and has to regroup. Sellers over to Pearson. Pearson back to Sellers. They're trying to widen the opportunity. Tries to go to Christian, but Christian's stick is not even on the ice to take the pass, and that was high into the corner board. So they're going to call that icing on the Generals. 4:05 remaining. 11 shots equal to each group today so far. Generals lead 2-1. Glass on center for the Generals. Glass with a quick face-off win right in the hands of Nova. They send it from the point. Oh, almost a deflection off of Nova's player in the backside right side net, but it's just barely wide. The back in the corner, high side point for Nova. They're going to take the shot right off the backside player for Nova, and back around is sent by Glass. Nova tries to send one off of Mitchell. Skate. He's looking up ice. Has Saxton wide open against the board. He's going to take it there. Saxton's going to try to go down, but right off the skate of Nova, Tanner has to quickly get in the backfield to be able to take possession of that ice puck before Nova had a chance to advance a one-on-one with the goalie there, but thank goodness that didn't happen. Tanner's up against the board. Puck's down in the lower board. Mitchell tries to pass to Saxton right off of his skate. Sumner tries to go back to Saxton, but was well behind and picked back up by Tanner. Tanner's in the middle, has a shot. Glove saved by Nova. Davis again on center. Davis with another face-off win. Harrington tries to go over. He gets put into the boards. Davis comes away with it from the boards to the side. Just loses it right off of his stick. Gets pushed from behind from Nova. A high side. Smythe has a shot right off the stick. Oh, Harrington has a dive opportunity there, but got destroyed from Nova's side. With that, he could have just swiftly shot that in, but Nova jumped right on top of him, so he couldn't get the shot off. Picked back up quickly by Davis. Comes down the middle. He gets slammered by two Nova. Back in the hands of Weiss. He tries to go off the skates. Back in the hands of Nova. No call. 2 minutes remaining in the second. Nova has an advancement. Weiss is there. He's feeling some pressure from behind. Dumps it off to Smythe. Smythe has a lot of ice to skate. Decides to dump it down low. Right into the hands of Nova. They were thinking about putting it back on the ice, but Davis came out of nowhere, and he decided to hold. Christian on center, Cooper and Bass, with Morrison and Smythe on defense. Nova with the takeaway on that face-off there, behind their own goalie and around the boards it goes. All the way back. That's going to be an icing call. We'll take it. Christian with the face-off win way out wide to us. Picked back up by Nova. Nova passes the center, deflected there by Bass. Christian and Nova. Bass comes back again and takes that away. Sends it back beyond blue line. Picked up quickly by Nova. They send that right on down to the goalie there. Pad saved by Cooper. Morrison is there to collect it on the boards and send it right to the opposite side corner. Nova tries to send. Oh, that's a great pad save by Cooper, but if they got another bounce on the other side, that wouldn't have been good. Great pass by Bass over to Cooper. Cooper tries to go around and not be able to collect, and Nova sends it all the way down to our side of the ice, and that'll be another Nova icing for the Generals' position for attack. 46.2 seconds remaining in the second period. We got Davis again. Davis another face-off win to Saxton. Saxton shot wide right. Pearson's going to hold, tries to send that low right off the backside of Nova. There's a quick shot that bounced right across the crease, but no score. The pass down to Nova. Picked up quickly by Saxton. Oh, he loses his edge. Down in the corner. Davis is there, Pearson is there. They're playing keep away from each other. Nova's back to the point with a shot. Great deflection there from Glass. Picked up by Saxton. If he outskates him, he has a one-on-one here. Oh, he just does a backhand a little bit too early. Nova denies that advancement opportunity score from Saxton. Cooper on that last pass and shot from Nova from the opposite side ice went down. He had a pad stick save there for the Generals. So that period is over, and we still lead 2-1. Generals do their sound off. We have 14 minutes remaining to play. In today's game, we also play tonight. We play in Springfield this evening at the St. James. I'll get that time for you later on, but I believe that's going to be at 8:40 this evening. All right, Davis, Harrington, and Weiss to start us off. Face-off win was a stalemate. Mitchell over to Harrington right off of his stick, back in the hands of Nova. Great backhand by Weiss in the hands of Harrington. Harrington around one. Has an opportunity, has a shot on goal. And that was a glove save by Nova. Davis with another face-off win, back in the hands of Nova. Nova sends that one all the way down, very close to us, so we will be in great position on the face-off. Same lines are out. Davis with another face-off win, but clearly picked up by Nova. And again, great job by Tanner disrupting that, back in the hands of Davis. Davis sends it down off the glass from Nova. Trying to play a little keep away there. Mitchell's going to send that up right off the boards, right into Harrington. Harrington has an open ice. He's going to have an opportunity, chases it on down. Oh, tries to go around the left-hand side goalie, but got disrupted off of balance from the Nova's pressure. Back into the lower board, Weiss is chasing. Tries to send that back over to Davis, and he does, right through the top side. Tanner sends one right into the player of Nova. Tanner recollects it for the Generals. Sees the open opportunity to Davis. Davis going to go down, advance. He's got a 2-1. Backhand to Weiss. Weiss has a shot just wide right. Nova comes up to the right side board. Mitchell clears it over to Tanner. Tanner clears it back to center to Davis. Weiss is there to pick it up. He sends it down beyond the blue line so we get some fresh legs. Nova picks up. Oh, great job by Bass deflecting that, keeping control. He gets pinned on the boards there. Tries to go back to, oh, right underneath. Nobody saw that. Bass tried to pass to Cooper right there in the center, which got stuck on the goalie's skate, and the defenseman almost tapped that in. So our lines now are Christian, Bass, and Cooper, with Morrison and Smythe on defense. Cooper goes back to the point. Smythe has a shot on goal, right and wide. Down into the lower board. You got 2-on-1, 1 General, 2 Nova. Nova comes away with it. Gonna have a little scuffle here. Let's see what the call is gonna be. The Generals will go on a power play. That was a roughing call on Nova Ice Dogs. High side to Bass. Bass takes a shot. Deflection up and wide to the lower board. Cooper has an opportunity. He keeps it. He has a shot right off the shin pad of Nova. Morrison sends it down low, but denied by Nova. Back in the hands of Smythe. Smythe goes to Morrison. Morrison dumps it quickly over to Christian, but Christian doesn't have his stick on the ice. Misses it. Goes to the point. Goalie is way out. No pressure from the Generals. High side with Smythe. He holds, goes to Cooper. Cooper has the Bass, but gets tied up with Nova. They're all battling against the board. Nova comes away with it. Smythe, great job with the poke check from behind. Nova dumps it down low. Morrison is there to collect for the Generals. Morrison tries to send it up to Cooper, and he does. Cooper tries to take a hit, and he moves out of the way. There's a huge cover it. That pass went right into Cooper's body and glove, and he trickled right out, and he just sent it right back out to our player with a Nova Ice Dog right on top of him. Luckily enough, there was no advancement from the Dogs. Comes back to Morrison. Morrison sends it opposite side ice to Sumner. Sumner sends it up to Glass. And that one's a deflection off of Smythe's stick and up and out of play. 10:23 remaining. And 5 seconds remaining on the power play for the Generals. Glass is on center. Face-off win to Glass. Quick shot by Saxon, wide right. Goalie comes way out, trips our player. No call. Advancement from the Dogs comes down. There's a rebound. Cooper uses his stick to send to the side. Glass tries to send it right through his skates, but loses his edge just barely. Sumner is chasing right behind Nova. Down to the lower boards. Nova sends it up. Sellers is there to collect. He's going to send it way down low. We're going to have to regroup. We do. Sumner puts the pressure. Oh, Sumner with the hit. He gets a star for his helmet. Back outside with Sellers. He's going to send that low. We've got to come off. We come back. Nova comes up ice, our side. Little poke check there by Saxon to break that up. Davis is there to collect. Goes right off the board. Point is held. There's a huge shot. Great pad save by Cooper. The point, another shot again. Just wide right for Nova. No score. Seller uses his hand to put it down. Backhand denied by Pearson. Pearson has got the opportunity, got it out over to Saxon. Saxon just dumps it down. Be able to get some fresh legs. You got Harrington coming from behind to the lower point there against the board. Nova comes away with it. Pressure on from Davis, not enough. Got Weiss coming down. Nova comes across the middle. They have an opportunity right off of Sellers. Another shot right off the backside of Pearson. And around, no score. They have 2 shots on goal. Both were denied by our defenseman. And Davis has it down to the lower board. Loses his edge. Pass goes over to Harrington. Nova takes their glove right out of the sky there and puts it right down on the ice. They advance opposite side. Great poke check by Sellers to take that away. Pearson sends it out to the board. It's held to the point. Huge shot, bad save. Nobody's on him. Huge shot from Nova. Up and out and back into play right off the glass and sent all the way back down for a fresh change for the Generals. No score from that advancement from Nova. Still 2-1, Richmond Generals, 7:42 remaining. Center ice had a little battle there. Nova goes ahead and wins it. Great job by Tanner. Weiss sends one all the way down to the lower board. Picked up quickly by Nova. Nova comes back to center. Nobody's at home. Cooper's there. Here comes Christian. He sends it down lower. Goes around to the lower board. Nova tries to send it up. Bass puts a nice back check into Nova. Nova goes across the center there to Christian, but denied by Nova. Mitchell tries to send it down beyond the blue line, but picked up quickly by Nova. They advance. Tanner comes in to disrupt that advancement. Cooper's against the board, takes the puck. They put a little squeeze. He's around one. He has a shot just wide right and around. They try to center back up from Bass. Nobody's at home. Big shot there from Mitchell from the point. Glove save from Nova. Glass is on center for the Generals. Face-off win by Glass over to Saxon. Quick poke check by Nova. Saxon recovers, sends it back to the lower board. Here comes Sumner. Sumner back to Saxton, and Saxton gets his second of the night. Great job by Sumner with the assist. And the Richmond Generals go up 3-1 with 6:22 remaining. Face-off win goes to the Richmond Generals from Glass. Goes to Tanner. Tanner off the board. Down to the lower bottom. Generals center that up. Nobody's at home. Saxton goes to get it. He's got to go around one. He gets pushed up against the board. Oh, he just got leveled. Saxton just got off this ice, back up off his skates. He's doing well. The Ice Dogs just got underneath of him. Oh, we're starting to see some hitting now. This is good to see. Get some action. Saxon goes to return the favor. Ice Dogs are battling in the lower board. Tanner goes ahead and clears. All the way down. There's going to be an icing call on the Generals. Davis on the stalemate in front, try to push. They come away with it right off of Smythe's skate. Smythe sends it up to Davis. Davis tries to get the Harrington, but right off the skate of Nova. Back to the lower board. Morrison's right behind, chasing. Davis to the board. Oh, right off the stick of Nova. There's deflection there. Great recovery by Cooper. He had a stick save, but right in front of the goal. Oh, and right off the stick of Davis. Can he outskate him for a one-on-one? Picked up quickly by Nova. Morrison sent it back down to the lower boards. What happened back there is that Nova had a shot on goal, stick saved by Cooper, and the puck literally was right in the right side corner and could have been easily tapped into, but his pad came there in great defense to knock it back out. So it was a great recovery. Cooper again with another stick save. Right in the middle, Weiss picks it up. Harrington has some separation there. He does have it. He gets it, come down the middle, back to Weiss to do a crisscross. Then a center shot from Weiss is glove saved by Nova. What I liked to have seen there is an advancement by Weiss with a fake shot back over to Harrington, and Harrington with a laser shot left-hand side goal. That would have been a great play. All right, timeout's been called. We're going to have a little regroup. All right, Generals do their sound off, and we'll get this game underway after the timeout was called. 4:14 remaining. Generals lead 3-1. Be full strength. All right, we got Christian, Cooper, and Bass out on the front. Christian with the face-off win. Tries to go corner, back around. Christian goes to middle, but way outside of reach with Sellers. We're going to go all the way back to recollect. Sellers will go right off the glass. Tries to go to Bass, but right in the hands of Nova. Nova sends that opposite side, right off the backside of Gavin Pearson. Back in the hands of Nova. They chase to the middle there. Great pad save and cover by Cooper. Very quick reaction there. We had a quick change here for our offense. Glasses on center, right into the ref's skates. Picked up quickly by great body save by Cooper on that shot by Nova. They have another shot, pad saved by Cooper. Way to stay on point there. Nova has it. They try to center it back upside. Saxon is there to take it away. Nova is battling right against the boards, but picked up by Saxon. He uses the board to go, and what do we have here? No call there. Must have been an out of play puck for us to get repositioned here. Nobody was in an offsides position at all. We were advancing. Back to stalemate there. Nova tries to fight. Saxon's over in the lower board. Comes away. Sellers looks up. He's going to clear. Oh, don't go too far. Come on, Saxon. Get down there. They wave it off. Saxon escapes from the hit. Back to center. Pearson is there but couldn't hold. Glass comes from the back to disrupt that side. They have a shot right into the Sellers skates for that defensive play. 2:44 remaining. Nova's got it. Oh, Nova runs right. Cooper's got it. Goes around, tries to do a 180 and shoot. Just wide left. No score for the Generals. Back into lower board. Saxon comes out of nowhere, puts a big hit on the Dogs. It's like 4-on-1 down there. Comes away with Mitchell. Mitchell sends one right-hand side. Picked back up quickly by Tanner. Tanner sends one just wide right. Mitchell's going to hold the top. He sends one down low. Cooper's going to go chase. Gets around and pushes him right into the board. We got a big old fight. They put Cooper right into the board. Cooper gets up. He's hurt. He should get a penalty for that. Saxon's going in. Looks like he's going into the box. We had a big fight down in the corner with the board on Cooper. He's getting his gear off. He may have it may be his neck, maybe his back. I don't know. We're assessing him right now. That was clearly a bad hit from Nova on Cooper. Still collecting here to see what kind of penalties we're going to get. We've got penalties from both sides. All right, Saxon has left the game. Don't know what call it's going to be. If it's going to be on the penalty for the minutes or if it's going to be a suspension. Don't know yet. They are still in the center collaborating on what's going to be called. The big scuffle they had down there in the bottom board, I mean, almost every Nova player that was on the ice attended that fight. So even the goalie got involved in that from Nova Ice Dogs. Are the referees out talking to our captains and alternate right now? Trying to really understand what went on both sides. Already got a little bit of an update for everyone at home. There is the Ice Dogs number 11 has been suspended from the game. He's the one that did a checking in the back to Jackson Cooper into the boards, so he's out. Saxton got 4 penalties. He's got they gave him a major, and they also a 4-minute major, and they also had cross-checking, and he also had 2 roughing calls. So he is out as well for today. So we're getting ready to start this game back up. 2:02 remaining. And we'll get a report on Cooper. He is still on the side. He's up, he's breathing, which is good. We'll have an update later on tonight from that. Morrison sends one down low. Nova comes away with it. Smythe tries to lay a hit, knocks out the referee. Picked back up by Harrington. Harrington tries to go out to the middle, but it's a hold there on the top side point. Pad saved by Cooper. Stick save, up and around, back behind Cooper. Harrington has it. He's got Davis and Smythe open. Elects to go to Davis. Davis going to go to the point there to Harrington. Harrington's going to skate it down. Tries to have to go around 2, around 3. Poke check by Nova. He sends it back to Davis. Davis has an open ice. Skates it in. Has a nice shot. Glove saved by Nova. Back in the hands of Nova, almost a tripping call there. Davis recovers. Smythe takes it, has another shot on goal, tries to get a bump. Big scoop there from Nova, puts it back into play. Smythe sends it all around to the lower boards, picked up by Nova. Coaches are screaming skate from Nova's side if you can't hear. Harrington does a nice poke check, take it away. Backhand by Smythe. 32 seconds remaining. Harrington comes in, does a steal. Yeah, Harrington, they pulled the goalie. And Harrington sends one from the red line, and as soon as they pull, he scores. 4-1. They pulled the goalie now, 25 seconds remaining, 6-on-5. I'm sorry, still it's going to be 6-on-4 for the penalty we have to serve still. Nova sends it around, 18 seconds remaining. Send it back down, Bass. Right through two, got Tanner, opposite side. He's going to try to launch it. Deflected right out of the Dogs. They pick it up. Bass holds. He sends it, deflection right off the mask and down. That may have had an opportunity for Bass to score, but he doesn't. And the Richmond Generals get the win, 4-1 in today's game. Thanks everybody at home for joining us. And I'll get an update from Cooper when we end the game, and we'll do a little bit of update prior to next game. And the Dogs are in the middle with Generals, shaking hands. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in this evening. And we'll be back on the block this evening tonight, a few minutes before a puck drop. And that game, I believe, is at 8:40.